In World of Tank Blitz right now, the most asked question is probably what kind of tanks will we get for the Blitz Fair, the Christmas event. But in the mobile gaming tank community, the most asked question is probably when will Tank Company be released? Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to talk about Tank Company, and no, it's not sponsored by them in any ways. It's just that I'm curious about the development of the game as I was one of the beta testers, and I'm really looking forward to be able to play that game and do some videos about it on my channel. To refresh your memory, and just in case you didn't hear about Tank Company, it's the game in 2021 or 2022 that will definitely be a huge contester to World of Tank Blitz, because it features a 15 versus 15 gameplay, it's played on mobile but also PC, and on top of that, it features wheeled vehicles, artilleries, and plenty of different mods that Wargaming did not want it to implement in World of Tank Blitz to make it faster. Let's say that the main difference between World of Tank Blitz and Tank Company is that Tank Company, as you can see right there, will be played like a World of Tank PC on your mobile, so let's probably hope for 10 minutes battles, etc. But on the other side, World of Tank Blitz is a game that is made for fast games, so you will have the choice between the fastest gameplay ever Blitz or having some fun with different mechanisms in Tank Company. And not so long ago, Tank Company decided to create their own website on which you have the possibility of checking pretty much everything there is to know. First of all, the latest news, the OBT test and announcement. OBT is the closed or open beta test, if I'm not mistaken. And basically, I had the pleasure of playing it. I did several streams on it, and it was definitely a cool experience, and I'm looking forward to see what they will bring up next. But while giving us this open beta test, we don't have a clue what is the release date or when it will be released. All we know is that the mobile game will be announced as soon as possible, and that commanders are welcome to pay attention to the official website and community of Tank Company for first-hand information. In other words, we know nothing. And not so long ago, the developers released a question and answer session in which they gave us plenty of simply amazing features that are waiting for us. Of course, it's only answers, so it's nothing really prepared to be implemented into the game, but at least it gives us some hope on things that World of Tank Blitz have been denying for years that those guys right there from Tank Company are willing to implement. First of all, the development team is considering the function of gifting tanks from players to players. This is something I did a video on concerning World of Tank Blitz 2 or even 3 years ago. That was never implemented, and at least here it seems like it's an idea that the devs will try to implement, which is an awesome feature because it will allow the community to be stronger and to be side by side. And another good thing is that the matchmaking will be +1, -1, the same as we have in Blitz. This way you will not fight off too strong opponents or completely rip off them by playing something like a tier 8 against tier 6. If you sell tanks, you have the possibility of finding them in the recycling bin directly into the game, which means that if you stole the premium, you will still have the possibility of getting it back completely, not for free, you will have to pay obviously, but at least you will get it no matter the time, the offer. You will not have to wait for the tank to be in the shop to actually be able to buy it back. For the free-to-play, they are also trying to put advertisement directly into the game for you to earn free gold in order to buy some premiums, which is a good thing, even if it's probably going to take a year, same as Blitz, in order for you to get a tier 8 completely, a tier 6 here in this game completely for free. But still, this is a nice feature and sees that they care not only about people spending money, but also people that can't but still want to play the game. Now, concerning the game at launch, they are already teasing us. We have Germany, we have USA, and we have USSR. And both of them, every single one of them has their special little trailer that we are probably going to watch because that's just awesome. So let's take a look at them. Let's start with the USSR. As you can see, we have the 268, we have pretty much all the tanks you see there. Also the artillery, which kind of sucks, but hey, you will have to deal with it. And those modern tanks that you see right there, the T-62A modernized, if I'm not mistaken. This is the tier 1, and the IS-7, the mighty one. For the Germans, it's the same, and all those tanks are looking pretty cool. I mean, just take a look at that. It seems like it's a Lee one, but that got into the modern section of Germany or something like that. Same for the Jagdpanzer E100, because this thing you saw right there is the Jagdpanzer E100, the crocodile version that they implemented into Tank Company. This is the artillery as well, which, if I'm not mistaken, features an autoloader. And finally, the USA with their big old gun, because that's all that matters for them, and the T-125, Sheridan, and pretty much all the tanks that you are already knowing and that were already available in World of Tanks Blitz. So here for the USA, beside the artillery, you will find the exact same tanks as the one you had in Blitz. Now, concerning the release date of the game, we don't have a clue because they didn't give us any hints. But I'm on the Telegram, the official Telegram of Tank Company, and it seems like a lot of people are talking about either December 2021 or December 2022. It's written in Russian, so I kind of struggle learning and reading it. But this is what they told. On top of that, my personal opinion is that they will wait for the Chinese New Year event, which is one of the biggest national event in China, because I want to remind you that the developers of Tank Company are Chinese. They are coming from NetEase. So maybe we will see in the future, and especially for the Chinese New Year, possibly the launch of the game. But don't worry, I know that this company is really well known in China and they have a lot of money, and they will probably put a lot of advertising into their game, because the latest they released was Lord of the Ring Mobile, and trust me, I see ads for this game pretty much everywhere, and a lot of people are already playing it, knowing that it was out only 1 month ago. And hopefully it's going to be the exact same for Tank Company, but it's gonna hurt a lot, and really a lot, Blitz. But that will be the subject of another video, not today. And to finish off this video, let's go back to World of Tanks Blitz, talking about something Tank Company is doing that will probably lose them, except if they really have that much money and they have the possibility of buying plenty of different developers. But basically, when you take a look at their Telegram, they are working on 100 different problems at the same time instead of focusing them one by one. I'm not a developer, but it doesn't seem like the best way to get your game released as soon as possible. Let me explain. Briefly, 2 months ago, someone in their Discord server asked them about wheeled vehicles, and they literally answered, well, we thought about it, but as nobody asked for us to implement it, we didn't do nothing. And this guy just shows up and said, hey, maybe you could put them. And they were like, okay. And they started working on it. And this is why you saw into the trailer I showed you previously that we had access to wheeled vehicles. It's going to be a long run, because wheeled vehicles in this game will not be seen until maybe 2 or 3 years after the release of Tank Company. But it already shows that the devs are extremely motivated by their game, but we need to be careful for them not to be lost into their different fields of experimentation, because otherwise, let's just imagine they released a game that is completely broken with different mechanisms that are more broken each to each. It's going to be problematic, but I trust them. I mean, this is one of the biggest Chinese companies, so we can expect them to do the game well. And I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully you guys will be looking forward to it as well, because obviously when this game is going to be released, I'm going to play World of Tanks Blitz and Tank Company. I'm not going to leave one for another, but I really want to play both and be a YouTuber for both games, same as I did previously with Age of Z Origins, but in a much more active way, in my opinion. So hopefully you enjoy. Tell me in the streams, I was about to say, in the comments, what do you think about Tank Company? Do you think it will be released in December or not? And hopefully I'm going to see you soon for a new video. Bye.